Good morning, people. How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing grand. Today, we're going to be talking about how to the actual way to get a girlfriend, pretty much. People nowadays think that getting a girlfriend is going to make them happy forever, and that is really not the case. At the end of the day, they're there, and they're great. If you have a good girlfriend, don't get me wrong, there are obviously going to be some days where you're not going to get along or whatever the case is. But most of the time, if you get a good girlfriend, they are great. And, it's very nice to have that company around you. But they are not going to make you happy 100% of the time. But they can help and alleviate but they can't alleviate your depression, pretty much. So quit saying, if you had a girlfriend, then you'll be happy. That is the first thing that I want to kind of get off my chest, because people nowadays are literally like, oh, if I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be depressed, or whatever the case is, and that is literally not the case. First off, the reason why you can't get a girlfriend is because you're saying shit like that literally makes you look like a pussy, and in the end of the day, you kind of are a pussy, and you shouldn't be saying things like that, because it's just making you look like a pussy. Do you know what I mean? Like, saying things like that is just kind of a bit like, okay, they're not gonna find that attractive. You know what I mean? So stop saying that, first off, and you'll probably have a better chance of getting a girlfriend. If you have a small cup and you're whinging over it, for how much it hurts, don't get me wrong, small cuts fucking hurt sometimes, but it also does make you look like a pussy as well. So small things like that I kind of just don't really want to like put into the full video. It's just kind of like the intro thing where it's just like, yeah, you can say that it hurts, but you get back to work unless it's serious. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a small cut, for example, I lifted up a fridge the other day, got my finger trapped, and guess what? Still fucking got on with work, and I've got an coming black nail. But does that really matter? No, I still got on with the work, and that's how it should be. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means necessary, but I think that is way more attractive than a person that just stands there and kind of just says, oh yeah, my finger hurts, whatever. Just how it is. Do you know what I mean? So the first thing that I would really, really recommend people to do is to become happy with yourself first. Do things that you used to enjoy when you were a kid. Things like going out climbing hills, or going to see the sunrises, see the sunsets. Going outside like you used to is one of the main things that has helped me when it comes down to women. Because what this does is going to, like, for one, you could post things online. You can post things like, oh, a little story of you being up a fucking mountain watching the sunrise, or it's going to create interest. And you can have so many stories about like what happened to your mate when he fell off his bike, or he fell down a hill that he used to climb, and you'll have so many fucking like memories, and it's proper memories. They're beautiful memories, that things I could go on endlessly about me and my mates kind of mountain bike adventures. I fucking love mountain biking, and I don't even think that it's like the mountain biking itself, it's the things that I can say like after the mountain biking. I could talk fucking forever about it, because it's just so nice. It's something that I do and something that I really enjoy. And again, it just creates interest, because you will have so many stories that will be interesting. If you sit inside playing games all day, you haven't really got any stories. You know what I mean? I'm not the best at speaking, I can tell you that for now. I stutter like fuck when I'm just speaking, pretty much. I stutter like fuck. I can edit these videos so I don't really stutter. And yeah, but what I can do is tell a story. Don't get me wrong, it'll probably be 13 minutes longer than it should be, but when I'm telling stories, it makes me look so much more confident than I actually am, because it's fresh in my mind, and I do revisit them a lot. So I can tell them pretty fucking well. Like, having stories to tell makes you look way more confident than you actually are, in my opinion, because you tell the stories and you're like, you just seem a lot more interesting, because you have got these fucking things to show. You got these things to show that you're going out and doing something. Do you know what I mean? Creating this happiness will like help you become so much more attractive, because you'll have like the confidence to walk around, laugh, joke, even like just be chill. There's so many times like where I've actually just like, I don't know, like just seen a lot of like girls look at me, or like just genuinely show kind of interest in me because I'm easy to talk to. I'm so like, I just listen. You know what I mean? I listen and I tell the stories that I have, whether it's similar to theirs or not. Do you know what I mean? People just think I'm more confident than I am, pretty much, and that's how it is. Because again, I come across quite talkative when all that I talk about is the stories I've had when I've gone mountain biking or hiking, or when my girlfriend fell off her bike and hit her leg. Do you know what I mean? I've got so many stories I can literally just tell, and again, it just makes me come across a lot more just attractive. Do you know what I mean? Your true character will come out because, well, and girls will find you way more attractive because of it, and you won't be afraid to kind of just be yourself. I feel like people nowadays are not themselves. They've seen videos online, they've seen like, oh, you should do this, and they're all like fucking robots. Like, everyone's just trying to be better than they actually are, and it actually just frustrates me because I see a lot of people trying to just get onto this girl, and it just looks kind of creepy or like a little bit weird because they're almost robotic. You know what I mean? But they're like scare themselves because they watch so many YouTubers that are like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, this is what you should do, you should look this certain way, and it's just not them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like people love you more when you can be 100% authentic. When you come across like confident, authentic, then it's kind of just like cheat code. It literally is. It's the easiest thing that you can do. Is like, because again, people will just love you for the way that you are, and whether they like you or not, that's another thing. It's just whether people like you or not. Like, I'm not going to talk to everyone about mountain biking because not everyone is into mountain biking. I'm going to try and talk about the footy game last week or whatever, but I'm not going to know much about it, and I'm not really going to be that interested in it. Don't get me wrong, I'll speak about it and I'll try and like understand. I'll be like, oh yeah, my mate was talking about it, like, oh, Man United won against Tottenham or whatever the fucking case is. I don't actually know, but I try and get myself into as many kind of sports as possible, because sports is the easiest kind of thing to talk about, because everyone is into it. Everyone's like boyfriend or everyone's husband or everyone's brother or everyone, the household is into it. You know what I mean? And it's just something that is easy to talk about because everyone likes a little bit of rugby, a little bit of football or mountain biking, motocross, F1, whatever the case is. But this also comes with reading the other person. When you're communicating, it is literally mostly body language, not actually speaking. Mostly to do with like body and facial expressions and movements, not actually like the words that come out of your mouth. It's literally pretty much 90%, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but a lot of it is to do with your body language, facial expressions, etc. And if you don't believe me, literally just Google it. I'm 100% sure that 90%, well, I'm not 100% sure on the percentage, but I'm 100% sure that most of the communication is your body language. So if you say something that they like a little off the hook, that they don't really like, their body language will show it at the end of the day, and their facial expressions will show it. So what you do need to do is like constantly like just be making sure that they're still kind of interested in the conversation. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe they want to move on to something else and they want to say something. And I do think that listening is major factor of this. Like, you can get away with so much with just asking questions and listening. Again, another thing that people say is like they pretty much listen on a date, they don't say anything, and this creates mystery pretty much. It's quite actually effective. I'd say it's quite a good way to kind of create intrigue, because they go from the date and they realise, oh fuck, I've just spoke the whole lot, and it creates like this kind of mystery. Do you know what I mean? And it's something that girls quite like in all seriousness. From my experiences, they actually do. They do quite like the fact that a man really listens, and there's just mystery behind him. Do you know what I mean? And the last one is literally look your best. Now, I'm not saying for you to go to the gym, but what I am saying is go to a public gym. Literally, go to a public one. And I have been the stupidest person. I went to a public gym, then I went to a home gym. Like, I had my home gym, and don't get me wrong, I could get my workouts done ASAP Rocky, but the conversations I have after that, like after I didn't have any conversations in my home gym. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had no conversations, I had no interactions with anyone, and going to a public gym is just so much better because you can literally do everything, and you also speak to people, and speaking to people, what does that do? That creates good confidence because people, it's the easiest literally cheat code, right? It's the easiest fucking cheat code to speak to someone because everyone's doing the same fucking thing. They're lifting weights. Oh, what is it? Oh yeah, it's chest and tries today. Oh yeah, you doing legs? No way, you're doing legs. What are you doing on your fucking deadlift or whatever the case is? It's literally a cheat code going to a public gym and asking someone either, oh, I don't know how to use this machine. Is it alright if you just quickly teach me? I'm sorry if I'm being annoying. Whatever the fucking case is, and the 90% of the fucking people will literally say, yeah, alright then, just do this, do this, do this. And it's like, it's literally a cheat code. Like, fucking go. Like, it's so easy to speak to people like that. And the more that you do it, the more comfortable that you'll get. And it's as simple as that. It's the same with going with fucking like sports. This is why I really want people to get into sports more, is because you literally, like, you're all there for the same reason. You go to a football club, what are you going to do? Play football. You're not going to fucking play like pool, are you? You're not going to go play fucking swimming in the mud. Like, I mean, you could do, but fuck it, I don't know. You might get to a point where you just be like, do you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Like, swim in some fucking mud. But going to a public gym will literally just, it's so easy to get your confidence up. And it's as simple as that, because you'll approach people and speak to them. You'll look way better as well, because if you're trying to get muscle and eat well, you'll feel better and you'll look better. And it's as simple as that. Like, it's the most piss easy thing to do, because you go to a gym, you lift a few weights, don't get me wrong, you have to try a little bit hard and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but other than that, you do that, and guess what? Your muscles grow. It's as simple as that. Like, it's just a 100% way of getting fit and looking better. And you don't have to be absolutely fucking huge, but you can be like aesthetic if you look at like aesthetic bodies. And to be fair, some of the shorts on mine, like, I've got a pretty aesthetic body, probably not as much now because I'm like, I don't know, maybe I will, I don't know, I might have to upload a short. But you can have, like, I'm not the biggest person in the world, you can have an aesthetic body and look really good. Do you know what I mean? I'm still quite thin, but again, I've just got a little bit of muscle on me, do you know what I mean? And it just looks so much better than when I was skinny as fuck. And again, you'll feel better because you're eating well and you can lift heavier, you look better, and you'll just have a little bit of gains, you know what I mean? Like, you'll just feel more confident in yourself. And again, the last one is to get some cologne and dress better. Like, simple stuff. You don't have to have like really expensive shit. You can just, I got some Primark clothes that actually look really fucking good. My girlfriend got on me, and you know, these things, like, the new clothes just look good anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong with just a new pair of t-shirts. And again, yeah. But that's pretty much it for the whole video. I hope that you've actually enjoyed this bit. I think there's probably one of the best videos that I've made, so thank you all for watching if you are still already here. I love you, and I'll see you all later. Ta-da!